Alright, what are we going for today? Purple, orange, orange. Yeah, we'll go for this one. Alright. The way to stop hating yourself is through delayed gratification. To invest in yourself today by going through the hard work so your future self can live out those benefits. About a little over a year ago, I was down bad, like most guys. I'll run you through a day of my life. I would fucking wake up a little early, but not to fucking get after, not to go fucking exercise. I would wake up early, a little earlier than everybody else, so I could fucking get my first nut of the day in. And then I'd go out, eat breakfast, and the one productive thing I would do in my day was I'd go after breakfast, I'd go to my basement in my home gym and I would work out. And that was something I did consistently for the past 2 years. But everything after that point in my day was just downhill. After I got my workout in, I would just go on the fucking YouTube and fucking go on a fucking bender of watching fucking video after video, fucking random bullshit. I'd be watching all this fucking bullshit, fucking bullshit reaction videos and a couple fucking self-improvement videos here and there to make me feel like I was doing something productive. You know the deal, scrolling on Instagram for hours, fucking going on Snapchat, fucking going on everybody's story trying to see if there's any ads of any girls so I could add them and then fucking try to talk to them. Desperate as fuck, just snapping these girls, texting these girls, trying to get a fucking girl to like me back, man, like a fucking dumbass. I'd be fucking responding to these girls' story, like, I'd be on the fucking lookout, like, I'd be waiting for a girl to post something on her story just so I could go into it, message her from the story, you know, and fucking say some shit, like, I would say some of the stupidest shit, man, to try to get these girls to like me, man. And I would just stay cooped up in my house doing this all day, just on my fucking staring at pixels on a fucking screen. Like a fucking loser, man. This was, like, COVID bullshit was still going on. But this was a little after, like, the pandemic was, we're rolling off the pandemic a bit. So people were still hanging out with each other. People were, like, going places. But I was just fucking cooped up because, I mean, I had nobody to hang out with, man. It was fucking lonely as shit. Like, any of my previous friends that I had, just, like, didn't want anything to fucking do with me. Like, didn't want to hang out, didn't want to talk with me. It's like, why would they? Because I had nothing going for myself. I had nothing in my life that I was doing. I was a fucking weird-ass guy, fucking cooped in the house. Like, I wasn't even a cool guy to talk to. Like, not even to just have a conversation with. Like, because when you stay in your fucking house, fucking staring at pictures, texting people, and you just can't talk to people after that, man. This is a separate thing, but you just can't talk to people. But so I didn't hang out with literally anybody in person. I talked to nobody in person except for my family in my house. I had one friend who's been my best friend for years now, and he's the only guy who stuck with me through it all, through all the fucking grit, who's been with me through all the fucking grit and on my stages as a fucking little bitch. He's been there. I'd hang out with him like once a week or something. Only social interaction I would get at all in person. You go through like day and day and day like that where you're not seeing anybody. You're staring at your phone all day doing nothing, fucking jacking off, watching porn, fucking scrolling on Instagram, hating your life, not doing anything, not getting anything done, not having any fucking aspirations. Like, you start to fucking hate yourself. You start to hate your life when that's all you can when that's all you do. When that's all you do, you just hate your life. And I remember the summer of 2021, I talk about that sometimes in my videos. That was the worst. That was the point where it got the absolute worst, where day after day of living life like that, it caught up to me. And I would spend those fucking nights in my fucking bed, like, at night, crying myself to fucking sleep like a fucking little bitch. Like a little bitch, just fucking crying myself away. Because I had nothing, bro. I was lonely as shit. I had no people in my life. I had nothing going for me on my own. I had nothing. Like, I just hated myself because I couldn't do anything that I wanted to do. I wanted to become this cool guy. Like, I was watching self-improvement YouTube videos. I wanted to become that cool guy, that guy with the social skills who can go up to people and be like that life of the party, that kind of guy. And I wanted to go to parties, and I wanted to meet people, and I wanted to fucking make friends, and like I said, day after day of doing it, you hate your life. You hate yourself. And the advice you see and the advice you hear online about this is such bullshit. If you look up how to love yourself, there's no shit for us, guys. You see fucking videos of chicks talking about, take yourself shopping and binge watch Netflix and like treat yourself. It's like, bitch, I'm not fucking going out shopping to the fucking mall, bro. And fucking like, I'm not doing that. I'm not making myself a bath bomb. I'm not doing this shit. Like, what the fuck do we do? What do we do as young men when we don't love ourselves? When we hate ourselves, what do we do? I'm sure that advice works for girls. I'm sure those videos like of the girls talking about like, you're a queen. I hope it works. But what the hell do us guys do? What do us young guys do when we don't love ourselves? Like, oh yeah, it sounds gay as fuck to like want to love yourself, but like the advice that is given to young men, because most of the advice is for girls, the advice that is given to young men, it's, you're okay the way you are. You're good enough the way you are. It's like, no, I'm not. This is my life. And this is good enough? The advice is like, you're good enough. It's like, that's bullshit. All these bad habits, all this fucking porn, video games, all this shit that I'm doing. This is good enough. Well, clearly it's not. Or else I wouldn't be feeling like this. So that's the reason why I'm making this video. This video is a guide for young men who don't love themselves. But self-love is gay. If that's what you think, then Merry Christmas, bro. Fuck off. But for the guys who are still here, this is my advice. You need to delay gratification so your future self can look back with love at your younger self for putting in all that work so he can have all this reward. You deserve the consequences to your actions. And if your actions are all this instant gratification bullshit, then you deserve to be miserable. And you will look into that mirror and you will hate what you see, because you will see the man responsible for why you're feeling like this. You have no one to blame but yourself. And you'll make the excuses that, my parents and all these people were snakes and this happened to me. But under the surface, subconsciously, you know that the reason you feel horrible in your life is because of yourself. And that's why you hate yourself. Sure, people might have done things to you and that there's things that happen that are out of your control. But at the end of the day, you are responsible for your life, not anybody else. As a man, you are responsible for your life. So are you gonna sit back and accept that this is your life and this is the way you're gonna live? Or are you gonna get your ass off the fucking couch and do something? And I'm in a place right now where I can actually look back with gratitude to my younger self. Like, I look back and I'm grateful for all those workouts that I went through, for all those times where I kept working out even though I wasn't making the gains I wanted to, even though I was working out with shit form and I wasn't doing the right thing with my diet. I'm grateful that I stayed consistent and I kept going. So now I can have this physique that I'm confident of and I'm proud of. I'm grateful I went up to all those girls and got rejected and got made fun of and got laughed at. So I can be at the position I am now where I can go up to a girl I've never seen ever in my life before. Go up to her and have the confidence to walk up and get her number and then go on a date with her. I'm grateful that I went through all those fucking cringy YouTube videos, that I went to the forest and put my phone up against a tree branch and started filming YouTube videos not knowing what I was doing. And I would watch it back and hate what I fucking said and hate the way I said it, but I'd still upload it. So I could get to the point where I am now, where I have guys coming up to me telling me that my advice is improving their lives and changing them. Guys telling me that my advice helped them go up to a girl, get her number, and get a girlfriend. Like, I'm grateful for all of that. And now I can look back at myself with this sort of self-love, as fucking cringe and gay as it sounds. I can look back with this love that I did all of that so I can get to where I am now and enjoy all of this. I went through all that hard work in the past. I went through all that fucking pain and discomfort, and I went through it so I can be where I am now. Like, I love myself for that. Like, I have so much gratitude for my younger self for doing all of that. Just imagine yourself a year from now, and you built up this physique. You got things going for you. You got businesses you're working on. You've been reading. You've been meditating. Your mental health is amazing. Going out, you're hanging out with people, and you've achieved all these goals and achieved all these things. And you look back at yourself, at all the work you put in. You would love yourself. You would. How could you hate yourself when you've done all these amazing things for yourself? You've went through all the fucking the hard work, through all the times that you said you didn't want to do it, all those times that it hurt too much. You went through it, so you could be where you are now. You would love yourself. So get to it. Although, but it's hard. Of course it is. Get the fuck to work. It's only gonna be harder if you wait. So get off your fucking ass and get to work. But what's the practical advice here? This is a lot of fucking theory bullshit. I want to tell you the practical advice that you can use to actually get on your path to start loving yourself. Still sounds fucking gay. I don't know. What you want to do is make a habit tracker. I'll put one on screen. I'll put one of mine on screen so you can copy it and do it yourself. But basically what it is day by day you track your habits. So you have exercise, meditation, reading, social skills, all the stuff that you want to track. And each day you either put a check or an X on whether or not you achieved or whether or not you partaked in that habit. And the idea is over time you want to get as many checks as possible, day by day. Keep getting more checks and keep yourself accountable for these habits that you want to start. So let's say one of your habits is exercise and you're a fucking fat ass. Instead of having the idea that, oh, you have to do a whole 1 hour, 2 hour workout to get that check, do one push-up. I'm fucking serious. Do one push-up and then check it off. And then that's your exercise for the day. Oh no, but I'm not gonna lose weight. I'm not gonna get muscles by just doing one push-up. Of course not. But that's where you have to start. If you're not used to exercising every day, if you're not used to doing 1 hour workouts and going to the gym and lifting some heavy ass weight, you have to start small. But you have this fucking ego telling you that, oh, if you want to actually get results, you have to go the full 2 hour, 3 hour workout. You can't do that yet. You have to work up to it. So you have to start small and take it easy. And of course, you'll be like, oh, you think you're too good for one push-up. The guys who are saying that, the guys who are telling themselves that they're too good to do one push-up, those are the guys that are going to quit. We need to set the bar low for ourselves. So if you do one push-up, check it off. And then tomorrow, do 2. And then so on and so forth. And you want to do this for all the habits. So for reading, read 1 sentence. It sounds so fucking stupid that this is not going to work, that this is bullshit. Like, I'm not going to achieve anything. I'm not going to change my life at all from reading 1 fucking sentence. It's like, no shit. But you can't read a whole fucking chapter. Like, I know guys who are like, oh, I just can't read for shit. Like, I hate reading. I don't like reading. I can't read. It takes me so long to read just 1 page. Take it easy. You don't have to do it all today. You don't have to change 100% of your life and flip it over and do fucking backflip 360s with it today. All you have to do is start. And if you can get the ball rolling, I promise you, you will get to the point where you can read full-on books after books, and you're going on 1 hour workouts, going on fucking 10-kilometer runs, and you'll get to that point. Just not yet. You have to stay patient, and of course, everyone wants the results today. So, which is why only the guys who are actually serious about this will actually continue their habit tracker day by day. And all the pussies who will be like, oh, I won't get jacked from 1 push-up, they'll fucking quit the fucking first day. Like, they won't even finish fucking giving a check or an X on their fucking boxes. They'll throw it in the fucking side of their room, man. Fucking dirty ass room. So for your habit tracker, you want to have all the habits that you want to do. Either give a check or an X, and you want to start small and progressively overload your way up to achieving your goals. And the idea of the habit tracker is not that, oh, like, look at me, I have all these checks and I've checked off every single box for every single day. It's like, obviously that would be great. Like, that's the ideal, but that's not realistic. There will be days, and your first day, your first week, your first few weeks, your habit tracker might be full of X's. You've only done 1 or 2 of the habits per day. You're not really staying consistent. You're not doing the stuff that you're supposed to, and that's okay. That's the whole point of the habit tracker, so you can see, like, oh, fuck, man, I'm not meditating. I gotta meditate. I gotta start meditating again. I gotta get some checks off this bitch. That's the whole point. The whole point of it is so that you see it and feel uncomfortable. Like, oh shit, I'm missing out. I'm not doing my shit. I'm not getting my shit together. I'm not getting my shit done. That's the whole point. But guys will be like, oh, this stuff, I'm not doing it properly. There's too many X's. I gotta get rid of it. It's like, no, you just lost out on all the benefit of having it. It's gonna fucking hurt your ego to look at this shit. To look at like this, because this piece of fucking paper full of X's, this is gonna show. This is gonna reflect your life. And you're not gonna wanna look at it. The same way you don't wanna look at yourself in the mirror. But you have to. So you can see what you need to do to change and become better. Final words. Don't sell yourself short. You've got the resources, but you never know you've got them until you act and give them a chance to work for you. Don't be afraid to give up the good for the great. Like and subscribe and all that fucking bullshit. Peace out.